What is going on YouTube? EDM Adam here. Long awaited Sub Focus video. If you're not familiar with Sub Focus, if you're not a fan of drum and bass, listen to some of these songs. You just might be a fan after the fact. Yeah, Sub Focus is one of the artists that really got me to dive deeper into drum and bass. And while it's not the most popular subgenre in EDM, it definitely has its place. Whether you need it for like a good run, some type of high energy focus setting. It's really energetic. I love drum and bass, especially Sub Focus. He's got a lot of atmospheric stuff. So let's jump into it. I should note this is a collab project with Wilkinson. Air I Breathe already came out. We've kind of heard and seen my reaction, but I will preview a little bit of this. Just the general build and feel this has to it. I mean, this is just infectious. I guess I'll take this moment to explain drum and bass if you're not super familiar with subgenres or don't know what makes drum and bass drum and bass. Basically, the biggest thing is the percussion and the tempo around it. So drum and bass is about like 160 to 180 BPM. And the key thing you'll notice, a lot of people think, like if you're not super aware of like, oh, it's just like house music because there's like a constant kick. But it's actually the pattern in which the kick and the snare fall under. So the kick is on the 1 and the and of 3, and then the snare is always on 2 and 4. So it's like a little variation of what a typical rock beat is, but instead you get this kind of like offset, high energy rhythm that we know as drum and bass. All right, this is Enter Night. Very elegant little piano in the beginning. I like the little ticking hi-hat in the background to kind of remind you that that's where the tempo lies. That's one thing I love about Sub Focus is he brings you in with kind of these like soft, melodic intros. Makes you forget that you're listening to an up-tempo song, and then the drop just hits you. Yes! So this is what I would probably call liquid drum and bass, which is even more hair splitting on EDM subgenres. It's hard to describe. The best way I would describe it is like still the up-tempo feel of drum and bass, but with like a soft, ethereal feel to it. So far, I really like this. Nice atmosphere. Really nice. You hear how the piano just kind of sits really nicely, but you still have this like up-tempo feel. Like, wow, this is like high energy, but so elegant at the same time. That's like liquid drum and bass, if you really wanted to dumb it down. I'm a big fan of that. That's gonna go on the playlist. All right, so the first and third song on this album have already been released. Illuminate, one of my favorites, but because they put it on the Portals project, we'll preview it for you. Listen to this synth. I like this one. It's got like a really nice like underlying bass line to it. Pretty straightforward melody, good atmosphere. Then the signature punchy kick and snare. Alright, next up we have Freedom. It's a nice little tambourine and synced up with a hi-hat. Nice. Woo! The drums just sound so clean. Squeaky clean. Yeah, I just love the contrast of like up-tempo, but also just like very chill and laid-back type of lyrics. It's a very dynamic type of music. Especially Sub Focus is really narrowed down to a craft. Turn the lights off. No, we can't do that. The lighting's too bad. So far, nothing super outside the norm, which I'm not complaining at all. I love Sub Focus's style. I spoke too soon. So, a little difference on this one. Instead of having the kick hit on the and of 3, it's just hitting on beat 1. Creates a little more space. I like it. like those chords. It's probably really quiet on your end, but check this one out. Pretty chord progression. That's different. I don't know if I like that element though. He's almost got like a swung feel to the percussion. Yeah. There's the patented Sub Focus synth right there. Ooh, I like this already. Can I just say, I really wish drum and bass was more popular in America. Like, why do all you Europeans have it figured out? Why can't it be huge over here? Woo! Very pretty. A nice subtle sub bass sneaking in. Nice filter work. Very, very elegant. An orchestral piece here. Really like this lead. It's got like this tangy little variation in it. Almost sounds like something you'd get off of like an actual instrument. Like it's very authentic sounding. Alright, we've got Ray of Sun. Getting a little bit of Stranger Things vibe off of this ARP. Feels like it's in Interstellar. Okay, we've got Time. Yeah, this just kind of paints an atmosphere for you. Like, you're driving through the night, streetlights whizzing past you, a city skyline in the distance. Like, this just feels like you could tell a story on top of it. Alright, last up is In Bloom. Nice, kind of like marimba, vibraphone thing going on here. Ooh, I like the snare. So dreamy. Pretty much the same. God, what a nice sound though. What an album. I think to sum it up, atmospheric, sometimes ethereal. I think we were spoiled with some of the pre-releases. I think Air I Breathe is still my favorite. It just really has that extra punch and energy. A lot of really cool stuff going on though. There's some really cool like soft liquid tracks in there as well, but I don't think there's enough quality drum and bass out there, so I'm always down to have more of this stuff. Maybe that's the next trend in EDM. I'd love to see drum and bass make a surging comeback. Not too many negative things to say. Like I said, a huge Sub Focus fan. I look forward to seeing more of this. I think Fox Stevenson is doing a lot in the drum and bass scene right now. Love to see Pendulum keep putting out music, but overall, really, really cool. Really nice little project. Hope they keep putting out more. If you guys like this video, don't forget to leave a comment, like, subscribe, you know the deal. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for all the rest of the EP, album reviews, New Music Fridays, and the like, and I will see you guys soon.